All right, guys, welcome to Tactical Ashi Garami TV. And, well, you guys know what time it is. We got something very special. Well, you know what this is. Coming to you from JKA, JK Army. And we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. I know this is what you guys really want. Let's cut through the theatrics and get into this situation. This is all packaged up very nicely to get through the dreaded process known as customs. And here it is. I'm surprised the box is still intact too. We did incur some fees in terms of the whole entire situation with taxes and duty stuff, but it's all in the name of glory, baby. Here we go. BCM. So as you guys have seen, this is pretty much a very similar box to the one that I received for the AEG version. Well, this is the gas blowback version, and a very special one at that. This variation is a little bit different. Da-dun, da-dun. And woe and behold, there it is in its glory. And this looks really smaller than what it does in the videos. Shout out to JK Army for some really nice patches. I'll definitely be representing with these on. They're doing a promo right now, so if you guys go and check out JK Army, I'll post some links in the description. You can get your hands on some cool JK Army patches. Look at that. All right. This doesn't come with NPass, I don't believe, so you will have to install it. Okay, so you guys can get it separately. The guys there were nice enough to help me get mine. I think this is what it's called. This is like a floating valve. So essentially, if you're getting this particular one, you're going to need to sort your NPass. So this particular model here is very lovely because it comes in a very rare two-tone. This is the deluxe. Okay. Oh. Now, the first thing I realized when the box came was just how light this is. So this thing is super light out, like super, super light. Whoa, look at that. This is crazy light. Are you kidding me? Yo, this feels like a kid's toy, bro. This thing is crazy light. Like, this is crazy. Yo, this feels like nothing. Like, the weight is just insane. Wow, look at that. Yo, I wish you guys could pretty much feel how light this is, like, through the camera. This is insane. This is nuts, bro. We got the Mod 0 stock. There it is in this configuration. This feels tight because it's brand new. And as you guys can see there, we have the Mark II upper that you will see on the majority of the newer BCMs that are available. This one is a deluxe. So the internals are V3 internals as well. And I am super excited about this, man. And as you guys know, this does have all of the official BCM trades. So you have the BCM grip, the BCM handguard, the MCMR handguard, just like the AEG. You have the BCM bolt, as well as the BCM insignia on the right-hand side on the upper, and the BCM trades on the stock as well. Now, I heard a lot of people talking about how good the trigger is. I just want to feel that. Oh, that's smooth. Gotta feel this trigger. Wow, that is crazy. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Yo, that's insane. Yo, this is the craziest trigger I've ever felt. Oh my God, hold on. I gotta do that again. Oh, that is nuts. That is crazy smooth. That's crazy. Switch feels good too as well. Goes to semi safe. I won't be taking this apart in this video. I'm just pretty much gonna, you know, unbox it and check it out. This looks insane. This is so good. It doesn't seem as big. Maybe like I'm a big person. Like I'm relatively big. Like this is like all right, this is like my hand here. Like two of my hands. Like both of my hands, and I'm a big guy. Both of my hands, like together, like this, basically make up the length of the handguard. And this is the 14.5. So I would say that this is a good considerable amount of length, but it doesn't really seem bulky enough to the point where this will be an issue to pretty much to control this in CQB, which is really cool. I like that a lot. So I like the fact that everything really seems really trimmed down. And once again, like, look at this. Like this feels lighter than some of my AEGs that I have. Like this is definitely lighter than the APS Patriot for sure. This is insane. So and once again, like everything here is authentic. Look at that. BCM gunfighter charging handle. On the bolt, everything is just 100% like legit authentic on this. You got all the trades here. You can see that the BCM Rifle Company on the left hand side. Also, you got the BCM trades there. Bravo Company, USA, Heartland, Wisconsin. Take a look at that. All there, man. Super, super long, right? So, yeah, we got quite a few stuff here that came in the box outside of the patches and the end pass that we'll probably install. We'll have to install more than likely, just to kind of make sure that everything is within the right limits. I guess there would usually be BBs in here, but there's no BBs in this box. And everything else is in this little box here, just like the AEG, including the instruction manual and the magazine, I'm assuming, right? I'm correct. Okay, I can feel the magazine. This is the VFC gas mag. Ooh, and the CAG comes in the box. That is sick. Okay, let me pause that. Hold on 1 second. I got a video in the background I'm working on. Let's cancel that. Okay. Perfect. So going back to what we got right here. This is insane. Like literally, like this is very, very impressive, man. As a matter of fact, let me get my overhead lights so you guys can really see what we got going on right here. Bump that up for you guys. Boom. Right? That looks a little bit better. So you can get a really good look at those trades. So as you can see there, you got all the BCM trades. Literally all the BCM trades. On the handguard, these rail covers here more than likely are going to come off. So I might put maybe like some bronze ones to match the two-tone look of this particular one, or I might stick to black. But from what I understand, the upper receivers are interchangeable with some of the I think the older generation M4s that they have, such as the Ig, I think. And also you can swap out all of the BCM uppers onto the other BCM lowers, like the ones for the 8.5 inch, for example, whether they're V3 or whatever the case is. However, this one, from my understanding, does have the V3 internals. So I'm going to take a look at that, but we'll do that in another video. So going back to the contents of the box, they're not all the same from what I understand. If you do decide to get a gas blowback MCMR, the deluxe versions, I believe whether it's the 11 or the 14.5, they do come with pretty much the CAG, this little CAG hand stop. So this right here will essentially just go maybe somewhere on the handguard here. I might put it maybe a little bit closer to the end of the rail or whatever the case is, or somewhere a little bit, you know, closer to the, you know, the trigger guard, whatever the case is. The magazine is pretty nice. Let's get this out the plastic here. Let's feel the weight of the mag. Okay. All right, so that does feel very durable in my hand. It feels a little bit lighter than the Tokyo Model E magazine for sure. It doesn't feel as heavy. That's a little bit interesting. So the weight, I guess they did that to pretty much keep the weight of the overall build really low. So if we put this in, or maybe I should do that on camera, but anyways, you get the idea. The whole idea of them doing it like this is to keep all the weight as low as possible. So you can definitely expect to see me running this at some point this summer, primarily outdoors, because that's the reason why I did source it. And I do want to run the Spec Precision 4x32 ACOG on this. So that was definitely one of the primary reasons why I decided to get this particular gun, was to that way I can put that scope on here. This is really, really light, so I don't really think I'm going to put it. I was going to put an LVPO on it, but now that I see how light this is, it's like there's no way I'm going to put a big scope on this. That'll be ridiculous. That would defeat the purpose. So we'll probably just keep the weight real light, do like some light mounted red dots and, you know, maybe some ACOGs and stuff like that. That's my perception of what I would do with something like this, for sure. And right out the box, like, it literally comes with everything, just like the AEG. You have the little booklet for safety, as well as the booklet from BCMAIR, which is like your instruction manual, which shows you the basic operations. What is this? This looks like a cleaning rod. Oh, no, that's not a cleaning rod. I'm sorry. This is a hex key for the CAG hand stop, which is this one. If you have authentic BCM parts, like maybe there are other hand stops that you could actually source, the vertical ones, they're also compatible with this particular rail. So this is like a real scale, almost M-LOK rail. So you can put literally any of those attachments on here, no problem. You won't have any issues. So the first order of business will be to check out the internals, see what's going on with the bolt, which I will do in some other content as well, and also pretty much chrono it to make sure that it's, you know, it should be good, you know, with the gas situation, everything like that. But we'll see. But as you can see right there, literally everything is, you know, pretty much on par and on scale. You have all of your BCM parts. So this is definitely something I wanted to talk about. So if you guys are wondering why the position of the bolt assist is literally here instead of it being like far back on some of the other BCMs, well, with the Mark II, and this is the same thing with the actual real steel upper, the fact that the forward assist is actually a little bit forward, it makes it easier for you to access the charging handle, especially this one, which is an ambi gunfighter handle. You can handle it a lot easier without snagging up your fingers on the forward assist right here. So they pretty much added that same feature here for Airsoft, so you guys can do the exact same thing and access the charging handle for your press checks or whatever the case is, no problem. From my understanding as well, any of the other VFC compatible parts also compatible with this for the most part, because it is an M4. I don't think you would really want to change anything with this, really. It does have everything that you need. We'll probably get like a little suppressor here or something. But here we have the birdcage BCM flash hider right here, which is just like the one on the AEG, the little screw right here, the little grunt screw. So if you want to take it off and put like a tracer or something like that, you can definitely do that, no problem. This is sick. This is awesome. And then once you put the stock back, this is considerably long, from my understanding. So there you go. That is, as you can see, the whole thing. Literally, you can't get the whole thing on camera, but if you put it out a little bit more, you get an idea how long that is. So just as a frame of reference, once again, like I have big hands, so if I put my hand here and I put my hand here, that's like the hand guard, right? And the rest of the length is in the stock, which is retractable, and the upper receiver and the lower, which is awesome. Okay. So guys, if you have any questions, you know, let me know what you want to see or anything in general. Just drop your questions in the comment section, and you can look forward to some really nice BCM content in the future on the channel. Once again, guys, thank you so much, and see you soon.